between mid or carry, and those still exist. But I feel like with the way that Bat's being played mid and Mars is being played mid, and then these threats of like, oh, maybe it's Slardar mid, or it could even be like a Tide mid or something, or Death Prophet mid or offlane, you know, we're actually entering a better era for strong position 3 players to get like a 10th pick that can really seal the game for themselves.
Yeah, and I feel like overall teams got better in, I guess, players in testing heroes in different positions. So like that allows offlane to have last picks sometimes, or to swap roles. So I think that's part of it.
I think the meta has really evolved, sort of to piggyback off what you're saying, to flex picks are now the meta, and it's been that way for almost 2 years now. And like you're saying, that opens up for that flexibility to sometimes have some added bonuses for the offlane players. There's also a lot of flexibility in offlane right now. Some games you need tanky, some games you need initiation, some games you're looking for more vision kind of utility. Sometimes you need to fill that role with pushing and one of these like Nature's Prophet, blank canvas kind of heroes that can just adapt to whatever item build you need for that game. I would say offlaners have a decent amount of variance across what's viable right now, which is pretty cool.
True. All right, guys. Here's one stat I didn't share with you so far. Our boy INS from EGOBOYS, he played a couple of games of support Ember. All right.
Now, which one was INS? Because he was another one of these damn name changes that I can't keep up with.
Tano. I think it's Tano.
Oh, really?
Now's the carry.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So I want to see position 4 Ember right now.
Tano was INS. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Position 4 Ember. Okay. Interesting. Haven't seen that flexed in a while. Speaking of doing yoga, I mean, geez. That's some team secret stuff there, bud. I've heard that Puppy can touch his toes. Little known fact. You wouldn't think so because he's so tall, but my man's flexible, Trent.
That's
he plays
impressive.
A lot of heroes.
I have never been ever close to touching my toes. I don't even understand how that's possible. I am not that flexible.
When I was a peak footballer around grade 5, I could touch my toes. That's it, though. Very short window. Then I grew, and it was all over.
I can only do it when you're like sitting down and doing that lean thing. But the stand up, no, that ain't me.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm the same.
There's something wrong with the middle of my body. It don't.
The gamers that spend 60 to 80 hours a week sitting down have tight hamstrings. Somebody call Fox News. We got a new story here.
Even when I was an active.
Oh my gosh.
The Ember, dude.
Oh my gosh. Is it actually going to be position 4 Ember? Is this the beginning of the Bowie prediction streak?
Oh,
all right. I mean, they have 10th pick. This is when you want to do it, right?
This is the potential flex. All right. Well, the seed has been planted, folks. Keep that in the back of your mind.
They ban Puck. And then what else do they need to ban for this to be decent for mid as well, so you can keep the potential up? I guess maybe Invoker, probably.
Yeah, I think Invoker's pretty hard.
Radiant team.
And Nyx is still in.
True. Yeah, I don't know why you would ever play Ember 4 when Nyx is available, but you know, you gotta mess with the opponent sometimes.
Oh man, you make a good point there. I can't justify Ember over Nyx, but it is fun to think about. Another Ricky ban though. Like to see that.
Radiant team.
You know, in our first series today, I think Nyx went completely ignored. In fact, because we had the Shaker and the Earth Spirits and the Slardar, everyone just got like picked up too early. The 4s.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's not right. Because there was one game with the Impale kill. So yeah, there was one game.
But still, he was ignored though.
Yeah, other than the single game. That's pretty crazy. And now in this one, this is obviously the first time he just hasn't been banned. He's been first phase banned every time.
Dire team pick.
So they did not ban Puck. So now Puck and Nyx Assassin are still in. 2 huge heroes. And they take it themselves. Good choice.
Yeah, there's no way this is going to be position 4 Ember.
No, not now. I mean, this is great. Like, you just got Nyx.
Yeah, this is a good problem to have. You've got a lot of options still.
I think teams have shied away from picking Mars and Puck together, too, because they fill a very similar role, and then sometimes you run into damage. But I am okay with it with how hard it counters Ember. But then again, it's also into a Nyx Assassin, so maybe you just dodge it.
Well, you could always go Morphling.
I think Shadow Shaman's good here. You have the Hex versus the Carapace and Hex versus Ember.
I like it.
Dire team
I
pick.
think offers them a little bit of push.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Good hero. Finally, by the way, that he came out today. One of the most popular supports right now. Takes a while for him to finally show up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you really sniped that, man. Good call.
10
Okay.
seconds remaining.
I get the supports. Those are the ones I'm good at.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Beastmaster is open.
Another good call. Been in that opening banning couplet a number of times today. A lot of control for NoPing. I do like this kind of opener. Witch Doctor, Mars, Shadow Shaman, variety of stuns, a lot of setup, some good utility. You can kill tanky offlaners.
Radiant team.
Yeah, we saw that Holy Lock and Witch Doctor doing so much, actually. The he was
Yeah.
insane coming from him.
Sacred getting the value last pick. So why are we picking Troll and not Darkseer here? I guess not Darkseer because they still have 2 picks for the mid and the lane. So then he might end up having like a hard game. But they could have had
want to
10th
give
pick.
him a dispel option, I guess.
Yeah, just they could have had 10th pick potential with like Ember saving, I guess theoretically, but more importantly, just like 10th pick on your hard carry rather than your off lane. So it just puts a lot of
10
power
seconds
into the hands of Sacred, which definitely brings up the Enigma the second that happens, right? 10th pick
5
off lane hero, I'm always
remaining.
thinking Enigma.
Yeah, no
Sure.
cancel on the BKB Black Hole so far. And usually the carry is not a hero that brings that until he has an Abyssal.
Mm-hmm.
So I like
And that's the
odds.
only hero that's going to be building Abyssal this game, too.
Yeah.
A Mars and a Viper.
Dire team ban.
But yeah, that was a
Oh,
guaranteed ban, I think, at that point, by not picking it right
Mix
there.
Ember and Troll. My gosh.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
no way you ban. You have to ban Enigma, right? I think Beastmaster is available, but you do have the Witch Doctor. You have Viper, so I would say Enigma is a worst threat right now.
Bat is also still in, too, interestingly enough. But, I mean, he's guarded for EGOBOYS.
You consider banning the Centaur against Viper and Mars.
Dire
That ultimate's
team
pretty
ban.
useful. No, they banned Veno instead. Opposite. They don't want to get bogged
Oh.
down in the slow
I know.
themselves.
I'm just banning Ursa if someone does that.
Yeah.
What about Sven? I mean, if they do pick the Enigma, Sven is really
guy.
good. We saw Beast Coast actually winning with Sven against Enigma.
I don't get it, Bowie. When you play solo queue, are you just seeing like Sven Lifestealer every game? Is that what we're like? Where is this coming from?
Dude, I want to be right once, okay?
If I just keep saying Lifestealer.
Radiant team.
Yeah, look,
there's the
you go.
Ursa.
Of course you're going.
Wow,
Like,
Trent.
I mean,
See,
dude,
Trent's got his head in the game.
if
Bowie,
someone
all right?
bans Veno, I'm just like, why are they banning Veno? I mean, like, it's Ursa. It's always Ursa.
Juggernaut's out.
10 seconds remaining.
It's gonna be some other little sluggish hero that didn't want to get slowed down by Veno wards. I would hope they had a secondary thought because there's just no way. If you ban Veno, there's no way you're getting Ursa. Who else likes to play against Troll as a core matchup? I guess the Drow's already gone.
They could like
Not-
Bloodseeker, do something kind of
Dire
fast.
team pick.
There's some speed.
Phantom Assassin.
Okay, PA, something with some mobility. Not a lot to buffer up though. No alacrity. You got the Maledict. That's a form of a buff, but
Whoa, that was
Okay.
fast.
Sand King, snap pick.
Confidence.
Well,
They like the Mingata PA. It is not a good matchup, by the way. Troll actually does pretty well versus PA.
Yeah.
miss on miss. Both of them just buying MKBs, and until then,
Yeah, I mean, you don't die.
pray
until-
to RNGesus that you can hit something.
Yeah. Okay.
Blind versus evasion.
I mean, they do have this Viper, so I think the BKB on Troll is going to be an important timing, as long as because Troll doesn't really move once he latches on a target. If Viper just breaks him there, he deals no damage whatsoever. I think up to the BKB, NoPing's chances are good, but if this game drags a little bit too much, I feel like EGOBOYS they have the advantage.
I think
Trent?
I just like a lot of what EGOBOYS have. I really like their lanes. I think Nyx and Sand King's a
Okay.
really strong lane. I think the Troll Crystal Maiden's a really strong lane. I think there's a good chance that they just get a nice, healthy lead out of the laning stage. And there's a lot of pressure on NoPing to use the Shadow Shaman very successfully. I mean, Matthew played out of his mind last game, but it's not really an individual effort. It's more of like, oh, my team, come with me. Like, we need to get Roche, and we need to get a lot of tier 1s with these wards. The plus side, the wards are like kind of hard to take down, but they have the troll, so they have that going for them. Crystal Maiden, level 20 talent, attack speed.
I knew it. I knew that was coming.
I
That's
love
gonna
that
be the
versus
big
Shadow
counter.
Shaman, dude. It's good.
All right, guys.
Just get
Game
level 20,
1, Mingate shat the bed. Game 2, Mingate got the mop and bucket and cleaned up the enemy corpses. Game 3, he's playing the same hero that he just played janitor with in game number 2. Will he be successful again? Will it be a 20-1 massacre for this PA, or will it go the other way? Let's find out. The story concludes now with game 3. Gary, are you ready to cast another bloodbath?
Oh, yes. Here we go. Game 3. Thank you, boys, on the panel. And here we are. Theban, we've got it ready. Game 3 in a best of 3. NoPing taking on the EGOBOYS. As I'm actually kind of leaning towards NoPing here. I like the PA. I like the ways that they've got to deal with Troll Warlord. And I'm probably going to like the way you'll disagree with me and go the opposite direction. Who do you have in this one?
Coach Gary, you know, if you want to coach NoPing, you know, this time I'm not going to let you get away with it, Gary. I'm telling you. You've been getting away with it the whole day. This is the last game of the day, so you're taking NoPing side. All right, I'm going with EGOBOYS. I like their draft this game. They got that good brawling heroes. You got the Crystal Maiden, who's got, like, you know, this 4 bodyguards essentially, so she can just play in the back, let them go in, cast their skills, and then come in later. I like their picks, man. Last game, I think they had this CM Snapfire plus the Bat Rider thing. It just wasn't working out for them that well.
Honestly,
but
I knew you wouldn't let me sit on the fence anymore. I knew I had to make a prediction. That's why I came out swinging. I'm going for NoPing. I kind of felt it.
You know me so well already, Gary. you knew I was coming for you. I wasn't gonna let you get away with it that long.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, you know,
it's a word on the word. Just saying.
Which one? High ground near mid?
Things. Yeah, Nyx.
So they did. It looks like they're trying to figure out what their lane setup's going to be. The 3 cores from NoPing, they're all in the mid lane, doing a bit of a transfer, putting Mars up top, so they're sending the PA bottom. They're actually going to TP out there. So what kind of lane matchups are they dodging?
Tri-lane, I think. The tri-lane. They didn't want a troll Nyx CM tri-lane into the PA with the Sanking 1v1ing the Mars. So they decided to get the PA against the Sanking instead.
So they get what they want in the end. PA does have to contend with double stuns, though. Immediately gets Burrow struck, impaled. As I think the observer there was watching the most important battle of our lifetime. The 1v1. The cage match versus Crystal Maiden and Witch Doctor. For some reason, near the dire tier 2.
I think that's going to hurt the PA the most, though, because the Witch Doctor is just chilling around. I mean, the PA is getting some creeps and XP, but the Sanking getting every single creep on the first wave, that's going to hurt you.
Yeah, it sure is. That's going to mean Sanking gets boots, gets his wand, and that magic stick and wand against the PA and a Witch Doctor, who are casting a lot of spells quite frequently, will definitely help them out. That mid lane, though. Oh, actually, went second. Top, Matthew. He's fine. Just gets tagged by the axes on his way back.
Mid lane. Ember's committing. He's not going back from this, is he?
Oh, he does run away.
There's a healing salve up on the Ember, so he's not too afraid to use all his HP.
He is afraid of hitting creeps, though. 2 CS to his name against a 10 and 4 Viper.
So hard.
Whew. And the wave is under Viper's tower now. Just going to try and spam out Sleight of Fist. What does Dark Mago have coming on Courier? Wraithband, Mango, Salve. Plenty of regen going to be coming his way.
2 mangoes means the Ember can't really play around Viper's low mana. Viper can just chug those mangoes and then kill him. Shaman bringing the creep wave around to the front of the tower. Doesn't want to let the Mars get bullied by the Troll and the Crystal Maiden next to the Troll's tower. This is a very hard lane for the Mars. Later in the game, though, the arena will be nice against the Troll Warlord, but the laning stage is going to be rough.
Nyx Assassin with the Windlace makes a hasty retreat. Sacred still has the Burrow Strike here. 5 seconds for the Nyx stun to come. Probably going to have to use it to escape, though. So Sacred away from the PA, while Tano, he's been left isolated.
Oh, God.
Turns to catch the PA with a disable, but it's the Witch Doctor right-click, even before the dagger lands.
Mingate, he's going to be upset about that. Didn't get the last hit for the first blood.
My kill!
A great start, yeah.
What are you doing, Witch Doctor? Feeling a little bit of the burn from the Caustic Finale, though. Can't get too close to the creep wave. Sanking also.
That's why Panda Boo decided to skill up Voodoo Restoration in this lane compared to the other Witch Doctors that go with Maledict, just for that heal to mitigate the damage from the Caustic Finale.
A very close fought battle up at top lane as well. Matthew near death. Now's Troll Warlord does get the salve from the Maiden, so he can stick around in the lane. But every single one of these lanes, it's tight fought battles. As bottom, more stuns come the way of the PA. Mingate's fine farming under the tower. But it seems very, very even in terms of aggression back and forth. The CS, though, that battle, completely different, reflecting a pretty drastic difference there. Viper up at the top, Sanking and Troll, big winners coming out of the side lanes, though, as Mars, you said it, not a good lane in the early stages.
I mean, check out the Ember, though. That's what you gotta be looking at, bro.
Where is he? Wait,
6.
hang on. 1, 2,
6.
Jeez Louise. They do go on the Viper, though. It's a good catch. Fairy Fire and bottle charges for Dark Margot.
Oh, no.
And now the Shadow Shaman. He's in here with an Ether Shock. Not enough to find any kills, though. And Crystal Maiden
CM.
trying to get that touch onto the
He's gonna
Viper.
get it. Oh, he
gets
gets it.
alone.
Wow.
6 CS, but
Level
has
5.
a kill to his name at level 5 and a bottle refill with the Illusion Rune. Oh, it's all coming up Ember Spirit because he's going to go diving for the Shadow Shaman now. Stop the shackles with the Searing Chains. No, he doesn't even bother. He just right-clicks the Shaman, sleights of fist, and he still holds on to that mana that he would have expended with the chains.
Dude, this Ember is back. Check out the net worth. Like, it's only, what, 100 gold now behind the Viper?
What?
That's incredible. Yeah, 6 lasts to 22 and 11 denies, and he's only 100 gold behind.
Holy crap.
That being said, though, it's still very hard for him to lane up in the mid lane, because his Viper can still apply a lot of pressure. He tips the Nyx. He's like, you Nyx, you salvage this Ember's lane. You bailed him out here.
Yeah, good job. Crystal Maiden. She went to get a bounty rune, successfully so, but does die as Oscar with Matthew come back for it. And it looks like Ember Spirit has a bounty rune still left for him to refill his bottle when that lane goes south. Down a bottom lane, Witch Doctor, double stunned in the Sandstorm. Panda Boo pops the Fairy Fire and the Magic Stick, turns with a cask. PA not really wanting to go any deeper. Does jump the Nyx Assassin now, and Panda Boo actually regenning up with a Voodoo Restoration. Could turn with a Maledict, but the double stuns.
Damn.
Burrowing through the ground.
So
powerful. Meanwhile, mid lane, Viper getting it in onto the Ember Spirit, but this Crystal Maiden making life incredibly difficult, forcing yet another Fairy Fire, but the Remnants alone is level 6. You are correct. And Matthew, there's another slight chains coming. Catches him up, has the slight to finish it, and alone is dominating with a double kill out of a disastrous middle lane.
That was so incredible. I mean, CM came in to help Ember get the top rune, and then the Ember just got the level 6 off the dying creep. Went in onto the Viper. Got the kill on him. Actually, Viper and Ember both hit level 6 like exactly the same point, with 2 creeps dying.
Sacred, meanwhile, 2-man Burrow Strike. Good initiation onto the Witch Doctor. PA alone has made the rotation down here.
Ember, though.
Sacred's gonna die. But with the Nyx Assassin missing the stun, so close to catching Mingate, I thought it had landed. But it will allow the PA to escape, while Alone's rotation gets 1 kill, and it's a kill with a trade on your offlaner. Hexed up onto the tower, shackles are ready. Alone, he's gone a bit too far now. Destroyed by the Shadow Shaman's disables.
Tower. Oh,
how quickly the mighty fall. Tano now with no carapace, no stun. What does that end up with? A 3 for 1?
Yeah, I mean, you were saying that stun almost landed, but that was like... Nyx was in UK and PA was like in Tokyo, man. That was not even close, buddy.
He tried.
Yeah, and then they just both died for it. I mean, the Ember felt really strong with the Arcane Rune. I think if he just waited for the chains to come off first and then the Nyx stun, then that would have been a short kill onto the PA. But must have felt frustrated with his allies. We see this a lot, honestly, Gary, in these games. Like, players get frustrated and you start making more mistakes.
Yeah, it starts all getting out of hand. Viper's even made himself known in the bottom lane now. Dark Mago comes down here, realizing that Ember Spirit was still in the area.
Oh, if you guys are new, like just tuning into this game, this is a support Ember, by the way, as you can see by his last hits, sitting on 9-1, 8 minutes into the game. I'm just joking, by the way, guys. It's not. He's a mid laner. This is a mid Ember with 9 last hits.
And he's doing very well. Like, that's the craziest
he's been
thing.
doing all right.
2.7k net worth. He's level 7. Tano's courier sniped, and TP's coming top. Witch Doctor wants to try and play into this Mars arena. But look at the positioning from the rest of EGOBOYS. Nyx Ember on the high ground. Start off with a Hex, but it's difficult to catch a Tranquil Boots Nyx Assassin. He's so quick on his feet, he just dances away.
Good space, good space. Get some nice information there. Makes the troll feel very comfortable in bullying this Mars out once again. Mars 28 last hits to Troll's 57. Troll off to a great start.
Yeah, that's going to be a Battle Fury Troll pretty quickly. Mingate, Phantom Strike back to the creeps. But with the Frostbite stun combos, the Mars Arena, it is there, trapping the Maiden up against the side as the epicenter from Sacred just kills off the PA. Oscar inside that Sandstorm, he's being annihilated, but the cask bouncing from Sand King to Nyx and the ability to hex him up. Sacred, he's got Burrow in onto 2 of them, and then the 2-man Impale, the reversal, Uno, they get the double stuns in, but they don't have the damage or the follow through, so Oscar's kited, juked them around, and Tano, he is still very speedy. There's Tranquil Boots Nyx. He is running away from danger. Spear, not available. Either Shock and Hex. They're ready.
Nice.
Incorrect guess from Matthew.
That was very nice. TP out there from him. Alone is coming in with his 11 last hits.
Leave the man alone.
On the way bottom. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, he had 5 kills like, what, 4 minutes ago? And since then, he's got like 3 creep kills? Alright.
Well, he gets a sleight of fist on the Shadow Charm, and then he remnants away.
Oh, he got the rune though, bottom. Okay, he secured that for his team. I mean, he's gonna have to start farming at some point. Like, there's no way he can just play the whole game like this.
Well, he's gonna farm heroes, Theban. He's gone on the Viper. Great setup from the Nyx Assassin, but the PA is here, and they are ready to take down alone.
Who's farming who?
That is a good question, Theban. I think I stand corrected as NoPing. Some very good coaching on their side has brought them into a position of power.
Oh yeah, they got Coach Gary on their side. That is true. Damn. I mean, I must say, like, they're just playing way too aggressively on EGOBOYS at this point. It's okay, the early plays, the early kills, those were nice, but at some point you gotta like kill waves. You gotta push creep waves out and farm. I mean, they're leaving it to the Sand King and the Troll for now, but Ember 11 last hits on 11 minutes. That must be some kind of a record for a mid laner.
Yeah. It absolutely must be.
He's stat padding right now with the Serpent Wards though.
But is he going to survive? That's the big question, because there's an arena. Only Sand King trapped inside, killing off the Shadow Shaman, and the Burrow Strike will tag Oscar, but it's a tanky Mars. They need more follow-through. There's no Impale, but there is a slight chains. God's Rebuke comes out, but they've turned it back onto the Nyx. Phantom Assassin there, clearing up with a big crit. And the freezing field from Maiden, it zones them out, but she's stuck inside the Nether Toxin while the Epi. Sand King's there, again, onto the Viper, the cast. The second bounce dodged by the Sleight of Fist, I think, because it didn't actually bounce between them, but it's still a Sand King kill for the PA. All things said and done, Theban, was that a 3 for 3?
Yeah, I mean, that was a big win for EGOBOYS, though, because they got the kill onto the Viper and the Mars, and Ember's the one who got those kills as well, which he really needed, considering his situation right now. I'm telling you, he's allergic to last-hitting creep. Look at him, he just ignored that creep middle. He just left it there. He's like, alright, I need the runes.
Much rather collect runes and slight
Which is actually the right thing, though. Which is actually the right thing to do. You gotta be picking up these runes. This is exactly how he's getting the kills anyway. But yeah, he's very strong. He's got the Bit Booster, almost to Spirit Vessel. He's smoking with his allies. The Sand King does have a Blink Dagger, so it's a very good form of initiation. They just want to keep fighting and making space for the Troll. Troll's almost got that Battle Fury.
Yeah, they've given him the triangle. Learning from the mistakes of that Mingate PL in game 1. There's a jump from Sacred. 2 hits on the chains. Lines up the perfect burrow strike, and it is a simple,
so nice.
straightforward, or maybe not. Things became complicated now. Matthew, Tano, and
Mars.
Alone, they're all dead because of this Mars ulti and a dagger towards Sand King, but not jumping deeper.
Makes you think if they should have waited for the epicenter to be off cooldown before they made a smoke play, and maybe also let the Ember hit some creeps.
Makes you think.
Makes you think.
It looks so crisp and decisive from EGOBOYS, right? Going up high ground, feeling strong, getting 2-man chains, 2-man stun, and then it's like, what's next? Where's your damage? Where is anything?
It looks like exactly. It doesn't really have the Flame Guard scaled up yet, and I think they also probably need the Crystal Maiden to be dishing out some damage with that freezing field and the Nova. So I think at this point though, EGOBOYS are like, all right, let's just chill out. Let's just get some items, guys. This is just ridiculous. He has 15 last. Okay, he had 4 Serpent War kills, by the way. So he only has 11 last hits technically. It's going
still. Mars, great spear.
Oh, cancelled. Okay.
Stops the Sand King, but there's the freezing field from Maiden. Trying to make sure that Oscar dies. Give it to the Alone Ember. He sure did.
That's what he's doing all game, just waiting for the slide to last 8 heroes. That's his farm. Man, last game he played a Bat Rider with a Blink Dagger, no boots or travels. I'm beginning to think like this guy is just a support player playing mid.
Pretty much, yeah. Starting to feel like it. I mean, do you want to start adding his KDA to his CS score? Try and just add numbers together.
Oh yeah. I just saw that.
Like a hero kill counts as a last hit, right?
Yep. So
9,
technically he has
3,
25 last hits, right?
Sick.
There we go.
Smoking up with his team again. And it is this roaming death squad from EGOBOYS. Coming towards the Viper. Dark Mago has some pretty hefty backup behind him though. And his invis.
Though. They're going to drop a sentry on him.
And they do.
Gets him on the edge of the sentry.
There's the catch.
Epi.
Nyx is here.
Cancelled?
There's the Vendetta.
Oh, yeah, why did he cancel the Epi?
I don't know, but they come in now anyway.
There we go.
There's Viper gone. Witch Doctor follows him. God's Rebuke from Oscar, thinking about coming in with the arena. Ember Spirit just about gets out of it, though. They've got the Serpent Wards to trap with the Shackles onto the Troll. No phase boots on Troll, by the way, so he's actually locked in here, and they force to kill off a ward to allow him to escape, and he turns with a Battle Trance, netting up the Mars, and a double kill for Alone. 11, 3, and 4. Ember Spirit, he's picking up last hits.
Yep, so at this rate, he's going to have more kills than creep kills.
At this point, he's going to have more vessel charges than creep kills.
Jeez. I mean, I like that play, though, from EGOBOYS, that smoke. They get the Viper. But he shouldn't hesitate with the Sankin Epicenter there. Just go in. Just, it's a big kill. Just go in. Don't give enough time for NoPing to bring their heroes around and maybe stop your Epi somehow or save this Viper. But at the end of the day, it didn't really matter. EGOBOYS, they're just much stronger at this point in the game. PA only has Battle Fury. She needs at least this BKB before she can really fight.
Yeah, and you're looking at these EGOBOYS heroes with Blink Daggers now, right? Sand King has one. Nyx nearly. Well, I say nearly. He's closing in on one. He'll be there eventually. 20 minutes or so, he'll have it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
So hard to actually farm with the Nyx Assassin. You have so much to do in the game, like run around, provide vision, information for your team. If you pop Vendetta, you don't want to get out of the Vendetta to kill creeps, so he pretty much just gets passive gold. Yeah.
Hope for the shovel bounty.
Kills either.
Just keep shoveling.
Oh, there we go. I'm seeing Alone pushing out lanes. God bless.
Is he killing creeps?
I think this is like that's the first time he's hit creeps since like minute 6. He literally spent 10 minutes not hitting creeps. That's insane. I don't think I've actually ever seen that from a mid player.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous how he. I mean, it's an adaptation, right? He's playing against Viper. He's not going for CS. He's going for these kills. The Spirit Vessel build, kind of reminiscent to when we used to see like Kunkka or Ember against Necro mid, where they would be like skipping waves just to try and get CS, but then being in a dangerous position.
Definitely the most aggressive adaptation I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I guess my tier 1 mid. DD Rune on Ember. Troll Warlord is a couple of hundred away from BKB now. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a huge stepping point for EGOBOYS. Launchpad themselves towards victory.
Gold. 2,000 gold ahead of the PA as well.
Serpent Wards.
CM though.
Glimmer Cape.
Oh, not Glimmer. Okay.
Gets out.
Oh, it misses the dust.
Well, they don't see her. Yeah, you're right. Shadow Emelet from Matthew, blinking forward with the PA, but the Epi blink with a 2-man stun. Oh, the PA is shredded, and Dark Margot, the second core to get caught up in it with a Death Ward down. Maledict's going. Alone is low, and a good arena. There's the Mars getting with the spear, but they've already lost 4 heroes, and there's Oscar alone against the Sand King and Troll. Now comes out with a triple kill. EGOBOYS able to turn that one around.
Shortest team fight ever. Just gets instantly blown up their heroes. Nice chains from the Ember setting up that Sand King for the epicenter play. I mean, that PA, like I said, she has no business fighting until she has a BKB. And she was actually leading the charge in that last engagement.
Yeah, like the fact that your Viper and PA are frontlining, both getting stunned by the same spells right next to each other. There's definitely something gone wrong there with the way that they're approaching that team fight.
Troll now gonna get his Aegis. Still has that 10-second BKB. Crystal Maiden gonna sacrifice her body. I like this play from CM. So this is a good piece of advice. If you think that an enemy is gonna contest you for the Roshan and it's getting really low, just go run in there as a support onto their hill. Make them focus you instead of going into the pit, because if they ever get in the pit, your carry might die, you might lose the Roshan and the Aegis, and really bad things could happen. So if you value that, then you definitely want to just suicide yourself for it. So that's a very nice play from the CM.
Absolutely was. I think you touch on like one of the keystone things in Dota 2 that I think is difficult to learn. Maybe we'll come back to this in a second, because they are approaching the Ember Spirit with a Hex, but the stun, the double stun, Nyx and Sand King both back in there. The Ravages, you're right and alone inside this Mars arena, gets speared up against the side, but the Troll, he's come in, finds Panda Boo, netted up, Dark Mago on the run. They've already lost the Witch Doctor and the Shadow Shaman. It's a decent fight so far for NoPing, but they'll lose the Viper now. And EGOBOYS are going to be happy with the outcome, all things said and done.
Don't do it, Sacred.
Go, no,
don't do it.
In, out, do it. Shake it all about. What's he doing? Hokey Cokey here. Glimmer Cape. Spear lands on the Maiden. Troll still moving forward up the high ground onto the Mars. Does Oscar have enough to stand and fight? Not with a burst strike. The Yule's on the PA now as well with the epicenter. Sand King's going to take her down. Mingate, Phantom Strike to the low ground with the Glimmer Cape going. There's Serpent Wards. They try and block the Troll away, but Sacred, he's got the burrow to shut it down. Shackled under a tier 1, but he doesn't care. He killed the PA.
So scrappy here. Yeah, I mean, good thing the Sand King didn't dive into the tier 2, but he baited them back onto their ward. Mingate also was using their vision to try and get a kill onto the Sand King, but he blinked while the Sand King was stunning, so he got stunned. Couldn't burst the SK.
They've tried to catch the Nyx, but this Ember Spirit has such long-ranging reach and gap close. Matthew had to dump out of that fight as quickly as he started it, and the Viper stuck around too. EGOBOYS, you said they were waiting for this Troll to be ready, and my golly. 20 minutes in, he comes into these battles and just absolutely annihilates everybody on this Radiant team. 7-0-6 now for now.
Coach Gary, you're going to need to take a time out here. Give some advice to your boys on NoPing side.
PA.
What's it going to be?
Go to the dead lane, PA. Blur, farm, get BKB. Just hide. Don't try and... So clear this quadruple wave or whatever it is top. You can kill it. It's fine. That's just a Troll Warlord. Don't run away. Hit the creeps. You've got a Mars saving you. No, but seriously, I think you were right 5-6 minutes ago when you said the PA has to finish BKB. She's 2k net worth behind the Troll before she can even fight. And then you just get caught up in, what, 4 fights in a row?
She really messed up a little bit here, because if you just AFK farm for the BKB and then told your team, guys, don't fight until I have this, like, you won't be taking those poor fights, right? EGOBOYS are running at you, that's fine. Let them run at you. Let them run into your tier 2s. Let them die. If that's the case, just make it hard for them to kill you instead of running back into them.
Yeah, let them spend 45 seconds killing your Viper. Let them get stuck in a Colosseum. Take them on a tour of Rome with your Mars.
You gotta play for your timings, right? And now these timings of PA are completely slowed down. She could have had this BKB by 20 minutes.
Easy.
Has she not been in those terrible fights?
Does she at least have recipe on the courier? She does.
Yeah, she has it. She needs 120 more gold for this BKB to complete.
Still not too hot. Smoke does break on the Shadow Shaman right in front of EGOBOYS. And PA is just going to clear out that front wave. But the Dire are in such a good place, cutting bottom wave. They can pressure that tier 2 there at the same time as farming mid. And they know that there's no Roshan for like 4 minutes, so they don't need to play top.
They have the Aegis still. Yeah, they have the Aegis still. Troll is just playing up front. He's like, you guys want to go out and farm, you got to go past me. And even if you try to kill me one time, I got a BKB, I got battle chance, and my teammates are so quick they can get here into the fights. They got an Ember and Sanking with a Blink Dagger, Yules.
Nyx with Vendetta Blink. Oh yeah, nearly forgot. Back to your point about kind of sacrificing yourself. There's like a bigger point there, because as Dota players, we're always kind of taught, you know, self-taught or through videos or guides, you know, don't take damage, don't get stunned, don't die, don't take damage, because that's one of the most important parts of the game. And it's a very fine, delicate balance of knowing how to use your HP pool as a resource and how to use your life as a resource, right? Because they are the same as mana, they're the same as gold. It's a resource you can use to gain advantages or, you know, lose out, obviously. So knowing the Maiden there is like, I don't really lose that much from dying, but my Troll gets an Aegis. It is such a huge difference.
Exactly. It's comes from experience, for sure.
Nyx under a sentry. Gets the Carapace off in time. Still going to get hexed up, but the rest of EGOBOYS, they're here. The Mars Arena zones them out. They kill off Tano. Nyx Assassin down. Shadow Shaman is the one that does get traded back.
Buyback from Nyx.
Buyback from Nyx. He's TPing to Outpost, but they got the jump. Two-man chains into Burrow on Mars, and the PA Viper's being chased down, and this has got to be the gates closing. Phantom Assassin.
He's got an Abyssal Blade too on the Troll. Whew. Jesus.
After that BKB ends, they try and run back and, you know, skirt the edge of the fight to think about going round 2. Troll Warlord with the Abyssal Blade. Oh no.
He's gonna double up on that PA. And this is EGOBOYS playing when they have the advantage, right? Like playing aggressively when they have the advantage, when they have the items completed. And NoPing on the other side, like they're just fighting whenever. They're entertaining EGOBOYS way too much. That's what pretty much happened in this game. Instead of just playing for your own timings. And they pretty much threw the game away in the mid game.
And that Ember Spirit with a great recovery out of lane stage. I think this has got to be a replay that people watch. And you're laning against Viper, watch how Alone deals with it.
Yeah, Boy want to say that the Crystal Maiden has more lasses than the Ember.
Sorry, what?
Yep, CM has 44, Ember has 43. This guy is not even farming 2 creeps a minute on his position 2. And at the same time, by the way, Gary, he's so close to overtaking that Phantom Assassin.
I don't understand what maths is anymore. This is like dividing by 0. It just doesn't work. How? How is this real? Irrational numbers are coming out and appearing in front of my eyes because the way this Ember Spirit has decided to make net worth appear from thin air, just materializing gold.
Only in South America can you see such interesting. Look at him! There's the creeps right there in front of him. He's just ignoring it. Doesn't care. He's like, I just want runes and heroes. I'm not gonna do anything else.
I want to see how many. I mean, I guess we can see how many bounty runes he picked up. Can we see how many runes total he picked up at the end? Oh, they nearly find the. Oh, they find a bigger catch. The PA, Mingate, dead without buyback. Oh,
they're stuck in
jeez.
their base with all their heroes.
Well, they're just gonna die now. Ember Spirit is like, oh, I see creeps. I see things I can kill.
Get away from the creeps. No, he's like, get away. Look at him. He doesn't want it.
Yeah, he's running away from the creeps because he wanted to kill the heroes in the base.
Oh, he's doing it on purpose. Okay, he had to kill that one. It's
That's
like,
a good spear.
It's giving vision.
That is a troll with no Aegis. He has BKB battle trance, but he's been destroyed before getting them off. Death Ward's still going, and Alone's BKB not really doing too much. He has the physical damage until the Sand King arrives with a big epicenter burrow strike. Dark Mago still standing tall, though the Viper able to turn it back onto the Sand King, and you're right, both supports buyback on the Radiant team. Spearing back the Nyx, the Mars is on the low ground. He's going to get taken down here. The Nyx and the creeps, the Voodoo Restoration, not enough to heal him back. Has buyback on the Mars if need be. But EGOBOYS, without their troll, probably don't want to stick around anymore.
Yeah, Troll, I think he just got a little too overconfident just going for that play. There's not really any saves on the side of EGOBOYS apart from the 4-staff, I guess, from the Crystal Maiden. So getting blown up, I mean, you have to be careful, right? You got the Nether Toxin damage, you know, Wish Doctor, Death Ward and stuff, and a lot of disables. But I want to say that the 2 buybacks from NoPing, though, I really didn't like that. If you want to mount a comeback kit, you cannot be buying back in those situations. You already know EGOBOYS have like 100 HP on their heroes. They're going to get out. Just let them get out. Let your 2 cores push the lanes out, and then just revive. Have your buyback for the next fight when you really need it.
And I get the D-wards going. Try and reclaim a bit of that land for themselves. Roshan.
Maybe if she gets a Desolator, she might be able to snipe off these support heroes on the side of EGOBOYS.
Well, like the Ember Spirit.
Yes, I was gonna say that includes the Ember Spirit in the support list, because he is not playing core. I'm telling you that. He's just like running around casting spells. Like, okay, you guys farm the lanes. I'll make you space for all of you.
Oh, the illusion bait. No, not getting baited hard enough. Well, Witch Doctor gets baited pretty hard. He threw spells. Second illusion. You're gonna get baited by this one. Is it real? Is it not? Do we know?
He should have ran in the real Ember there. That would have been funny.
For double bait. But now they have been baited in though. Oh, they missed the Nick stun, but they still get the Abyssal Blade catching Pandaboo. Witch Doctor
so fast.
Just destroyed the shackles from Shadow Shaman. They're on the Sanking, but that's a lone Shaman. He's throwing his Serpent Wards in there. Goodbye.
No buyback too. Wait, what were? Nah, I mean, no buyback on your 2 supports. They're dead. The cores were like, guys, I'm not sure that's the fight we were supposed to take.
Yeah, like maybe if they knew Roshan was alive, and you know, if Roshan had already been started, that's maybe a fight you take. Well, that was EGOBOYS setting up for a brawl before Roshan.
Coach Gary, how do you always manage to choose the losing team?
I told you, I always pick the underdog. I'm English. It's like a inherent trait in English people, because we're so bad at playing sports or doing things ourselves. We invent games, we make rules for games, and we you know, support the underdog.
Alright.
It's like every World Cup. Every English person knows that England's not going to win. So we always have 2 teams. We support England, and then we have a second team as like a backup that we'll support when England inevitably gets kicked out. It's the same with everything. You just pick the underdog. It's more fun that way.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
I mean, underdogs still have a chance here. NoPing still has a chance. One.
Especially when they win, you're gonna be like, yeah, I knew it all along.
Yeah.
See, I told you guys. You guys are dumb.
How could you ever doubt them? Come on.
But then if they lose, it's like, you know, I just went for the underdogs.
You know the strat. You know the tactic. That is perfectly explained. Trapping up that troll, taking his Aegis, or trying to anyway, but the Epicenter Burrow from Sacred not quite on the money. Gets used up as Mingate's BKB starts to shred through EGOBOYS a little here, but it's worn out now, and they've got the racks, the buildings they came for, and every single lane is now down. It's a forced fight from NoPing jumping in, but they've lost Mingate with no buyback. That's got to be it with a PA down. GG is called. Jesus. Alone with a double kill. The Ember, who got 5 CS in the first 15 minutes of the laning stage, is 21, 5, and 19. His
49 assists.
Is ridiculous. What?
Yeah, he had 40 kills, or part of 40 kills, and he had 49 assists. I think his goal was actually to have more kills and assists than assists, but sometimes, you know, you just gotta kill the creeps that are following you, and couldn't help it. But very impressive game there from EGOBOYS. I think at the end of the day, their draft was really solid. They played it well. They were very aggressive. Ember, you know, he really made it out of the laning stage well. He got destroyed by that Viper. I have a feeling because he got destroyed by Viper, he's like, I wasn't even trying to last it in this game. You know, that was my strategy the whole time. And then, you know, made up for that. So,
and it works out.
Big win.
End. A huge win, yeah. Now EGOBOYS 1 and 2 in series wins and losses.